Today's a great day for it if you're going to the pool or just being in the mountains. Anywhere across the state of Colorado will see drier conditions. You can see, though, from Winter Park, a live view there. Mostly cloudy skies over some of those higher elevations. Clouds will break and we'll see mostly sunny and dry conditions across the state as we get through mid-morning and early afternoon. Sun is shining, though, over the Denver metro area. It's a beautiful start to our morning. Temperatures outside really pleasant. Upper 60s, low 70s. Winds relatively calm from the west-southwest at 8 miles per hour. Pressure rising slightly and relative humidity lower today than what we felt yesterday. Less moisture in the atmosphere, a drier day overall. A little bit warmer in terms of our daytime highs, still pretty standard in terms of our seasonal averages, with just a few isolated gusty storms possible. Only about a 10% chance, mainly in the evening hours across the Front Range and Plains. Temperatures outside right now into the mountains. Steamboat, you're at 50. Same down through Gunnison, Leadville. Nice and cool to start the day at 10,200 feet at 44 degrees. And then across much of eastern Colorado, seeing temperatures right now in the 60s. I'd say if you're doing any real heavy-duty physical activity, earlier the better. Temperatures will be very hot this afternoon. By about 3 o'clock, 90 degrees in Denver, same in Fort Collins, 91 into Greeley. Very hot over the southeastern corner of the state near Lamar and La Junta. Grand Junction also expecting highs in the 90s. So by 10 o'clock, skies are expected to clear into the high country. Winds will pick up, though, especially across far eastern Colorado as we go throughout the afternoon. 2-3 o'clock, starting to see some of that storm activity, but it'll mainly be into the Springs and south. The Denver area should stay dry, partly cloudy, an increase in cloud coverage. And as I mentioned, through about 8 o'clock, just a 10% chance of an isolated storm. No risk of severe weather for today, which is nice, welcome news here in the weather department. And then early tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to more sunshine, calm conditions, and also a pretty dry day over the next few for Colorado. Lows by morning will drop down to the upper 50s, low 60s for the majority of the Front Range and Plains. Into the mountains, a little bit cooler of a morning, into the 40s early on as those skies stay clear. Highs for tomorrow will be back in the low 90s here in town, with upper 80s from Sterling and low 90s into Burlington. Still a very warm day across the southeastern corner of the state and into the high country. Eagles expecting a high tomorrow of 90 degrees. So overall, a pretty dry and hot weather pattern will hang around with us for the next couple. Here's what it looks like early tomorrow morning. If you're planning your day for the start of the week, not really much in the way of inclement weather. So early on, we'll be in the 60s, 3:30, a very warm afternoon downtown at 93 degrees. A couple of isolated storms into the foothills and mountains, but for the most part, a stormy pattern won't return until the middle and end of this coming work week. So hopefully you can get outside and enjoy this beautiful summertime Colorado weather. Stay cool. Definitely drink a lot of water today and through the next few, while temperatures rise to the mid to low 90s Tuesday into Wednesday. Still the chance each afternoon of seeing a few gusty storms into the high country, but for the most part, Denver will stay relatively dry until Thursday and Friday, with temperatures dropping back down to the 80s, with overnight lows staying very standard in the 60s.